blowing steam, hit it. Roll up some trees with it. Till my lungs fucking collapse, my whole team get it. Uptown fresh nigga, only on the back block. Niggas make it hot, then we fleeing out the crack spot. Mad L's nigga, I'm hot right now. I slow squint it up, Mr. Miyagi style. Bottles of the Henny, pour it out for the whopper. My goons in the back, low key with the chopper. But you wasn't with me rapping on the hill. A nigga won't stop till I get a touch a meal. Mixtape, fuck a deal, nigga hungry with my meal. Sticky sour, you ain't gotta crush your pills, shit for real.
What's good, everyone? I know the videos lately been sounding crazy. My GoPro, the mic, I don't know what's wrong with it. I tried different kind of settings with it, couldn't fix it, so I'm back to the camera. It was just easier to record with the GoPro because it's small. The camera's big, so here we go. Hopefully you'll hear me better now. But I'm here with the Civic. And today what I'm gonna do is, I already started pulling the battery terminals off. I'm gonna remove the battery. Hopefully I don't gotta touch this intake, but I might have to remove the intake, the air intake, and I might have to take out the motor mount too to get to the Detent springs. I'm going to be changing the Detent springs for the hybrid racing ones, and also the shifter select. I'm going to be taking that out and changing that springs for that. I'm putting in stiffer ones. I got the springs over here. So I got the Detent springs here and the shifter select springs here. Well, I'm gonna get started with this. Not everybody's SI is gonna be the same. Mine, I took out all the, the factory airbox would sit here. I took that out, of course, to run the cold air intake. This was a Skunk 2 cold air intake. I modified it. As you can see, I put my own tubing here. This is a 3.5 inch tubing that I put. So I'm gonna get started, and I'll get back to you. Well, almost there. The Detent springs are behind this motor mount. I forgot what the stock one looks like. I haven't had the stock motor mount here in a while. But behind this Hasport one, you're gonna see the 3 Detent springs, the screws. So I already took all this area out, and now I'm in the process of taking the transmission motor mount out. I just loosen down the bolts, taking them out, and I'm gonna take this motor mount out, and I'll get back to you guys and I'll show you what it looks like under there. Well, I was able to get the motor mount out, and if you look inside here, you see, get some light in here. Right in here, you see the Detent springs would be behind these bolts right here. I loosened this one over here so I can show you. When you take it out, there's a washer underneath this bolt, so just be careful you don't lose that washer. See, there's a washer right there. See if this can. See, there's a washer right there. The spring goes inside here. The spring stood down there. You can take these out with a magnet, but take out the bolt. They're usually sticking out, so you can grab it with your hand. So this is the stock one right here. My camera doesn't want to focus for some reason. There you go. Alright. So that's the stock spring. Okay, now that's the stock one. This is the hybrid racing one. The darker one is this is the hybrid racing one right here. It adds more tension. It adds more tension to the detent. So I'm going to put this one in. Put that one in there. And make sure you have still got the washer on this bolt. And you're gonna put the spring inside this bolt and tighten everything back up. And this is the easy part. The hardest part about all of this is removing the motor mount and all the stuff that's in the way. And I just gotta tighten it and it's done. I already did the other two. I just saved that one right there just so you could see. But basically, you do the other two the same way. So now I'm gonna tighten that one, and then I'm gonna take out the shift to select so I can show you that. Just want to show you guys this. This is the shift to select right here. You got 4 bolts. So I put this in first gear, moved it to first gear to get these 3 out first. This one in the back here, I had to put a swivel on the socket to get it out. They're all loose. I'm gonna save this one for last, to take it off last. And then I'll pull the shifter mechanism out. But before I pull this last one out, I'm going to put it in neutral. I'll push it back. Put it right there into neutral. You'll feel it. Neutral's in the middle. And then that's gear. So right now it's on gear, so I could take these 3 out. I'm going to take them out, and then I'm going to save that one for last. I'll put this in neutral. Take that one out last, then I'll pop the shifter mechanism out. Don't forget to unplug this sensor right here. I already got it unplugged. I just left it loose to show you guys. So you can unplug that. And then there's another bolt in the front. Right here is like a Torx. Right underneath this shifter mechanism. You have to loosen that in order to pull the shifter mechanism out. It's kind of hard to see from this angle, but it's like right, you see where my finger's at? It's like right under here. I'm gonna find out what size it is and I'll let you guys know. And be right back. Well, hopefully you can see it from here. That's the bolt that you have to loosen up or take out to take out the shift to select box. That's an 8mm. It's an 8mm hex. I got it on the ratchet right now. You can see the ratchet. This is the ratchet right here. And if you follow it right in there, that's the bolt that you have to loosen to take out this whole shifter mechanism right here. I'm going to take that out. take the shifter mechanism out. Get back to you. I'll show you the springs. All right. I got the shifter select out. Now you wanna take this bolt out right here. I checked it. It's mine is a 12. So I got the 12 right here. Try to crack it loose. See how hard it is. Right there, that's off. So before you take this bolt out, you have to hold it from the top of this cup right here to this metal piece down here. Pull it out all as one. Also, to fall apart, it has a spring in there. You don't want that to fall apart. So I'm gonna take this bolt out here. Take the bolt out. See, now the spring is pushing everything up. And you grab it, pull it out. Leave the springs behind there. Oh my goodness. These are the springs that I'm gonna change. Right here. These are the hybrid ones. These are the factory ones. Haven't got no kind of tension on it. It has a little bit of tension, but not like the hybrid one. The hybrid one has more tension to it. So you take these out, put them on the side, put the new ones in. This one fits inside that lip. That. Right now, once you got this piece in, look for the hole, bolt. There's a conical washer. Just goes in like that. Put it back together like that. So now I'm going to tighten this up. I'm going to clean this out right here. Put fresh Honda bond in there. And put it back on the transmission. Alright, forgot to tell you a couple of other things before I put this back in the car. There's a washer that goes right in there. It's a conical washer. So it's like a half a moon. You know, it's not a flat washer. It's like a half bubble. So when you put that washer on here, make sure the bubble's facing out. That puts pressure on this bolt not to come out. So that's important. Also, remember the shifter weight here. this bolt goes facing out that way. And it doesn't go in because then this is going to be in the back. You're going to have the shifter all messed up. It's not going to fit in the car. So remember those two things. This goes forward with the weight. So this is back in. The springs are back in, I mean. You can feel it already. Put some tension on it. Wonder how it's gonna feel in the car. So I'm gonna grease these up, and then I'm gonna clean this gasket out, and then I'm gonna apply Honda Bond, and then I'm gonna install it back in the car. I got my little razor here to take the Honda Bond out. Some people like to use a razor, some people like to use a little spatula. Just take your time with the razor, don't force it, or you'll cut into the metal, then the flange won't be even. So take your time cleaning it out. And when I'm done here, I'll get back to you guys. All right. Well, the battery for the camera died, so I didn't get the footage from me installing the shifter select, but just so you can know, the bolts that hold in the shifter select, you have to tighten them up about I think it's 9 foot-pounds, and the transmission bolts that come from the mount to the transmission, those are 40 foot-pounds. Also the bolt that goes across from the bracket into the mount, 40 foot-pounds. I buttoned everything up. I took the car for a test spin. Car's running great. The shifter, it feels good. All right, man, on the next one. Later.